What I want to do is get my plate, make a little room here. Okay, this is a very simple thing, simple dish. Okay, serve some of this. Oh, it's a hot handle. All right, you just get it like that. You can use more or less vegetables. You can make more liquid. You can make a little drier. You could take a spoonful of olive oil, just sprinkle it over the top just to add flavor, a little bit of interest. And then I take some Parmesan cheese, sprinkle it right on there. Okay? You're done. You have a nice little meal here. Except for one thing, I want to make a little bit of asparagus. I'll show you how to do that. I'll be right back in a second. And we'll make some asparagus with fresh chive butter, okay? And then this meal will be almost complete except for dessert, okay? So I'll be back in a second. Okay. Asparagus. The ultimate, I think, the consummate, the ultimate, the spring vegetable for me. If you see this asparagus, you see how thin this asparagus is? This is really when it's at its best, I think. This is pencil thin asparagus, okay? See how nice this is? Well, what you're going to notice two things about this, okay? One is this guy right here is what you might call the runt of the litter. This is a discard. See how pale it is compared to the others? This one I don't want, okay? This bad boy, get rid of it. All right, next thing you're going to notice is that I need to cut off the stems, the base of these stems. See? See where the white is here? See that? See this one? Okay, so I'm going to take this and cut off about inch and a half. See how nice I did that? All right. Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it works. Okay, so next thing I want to do, I want to take this. See, with asparagus this thin, you don't need to worry about it being woody or tough. Okay? This is what's nice about this. This is almost ready to go, just like it is. You could practically, and sometimes I recommend, eat this raw. It's very good. This is also really good for your, what is it, that part of your body, your pancreas, supposedly. This is good. People who have diabetes sometimes were recommended in the old days to eat asparagus. All right, so, see this water, boiling water? What I want to do is take this asparagus, put it in the boiling water for about 5 minutes, maybe a little less. Now what you'll see, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how good the quality of your television is, but what will happen with this, when this hits the water, it turns a darker green. Okay? It'll be a nice shade of green when I pull it out of the water. While this is blanching, okay, I want to take a little bit of butter, okay, maybe a couple tablespoons of butter. It's softened, room temperature. This is sweet butter, unsalted, okay? So what I'm going to have to do is add a pinch of salt. All right, see that pinch of salt? Maybe 2 pinches, pinch and a half. Your taste, remember, okay? A little bit of fresh ground pepper. I'm into that tonight. Got this new pepper grinder, so I'm using it on everything. And I have some, can I bring them over here? You can see from our garden, fresh chives. See how small these are? Look at these. You thought the asparagus was nice and thin. This is like grass, okay? This, my father used to call it, he said in the old German, he said that chives were called Schnittlauch. Nice name, huh? Schnittlauch. Anyway, what I want to do is take this Schnittlauch and chop it up into really small pieces, okay? See what I've got here? I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. Okay? Very fine chop. All right. Then what I want to do, I gather up this, put it into my butter. Okay. You know what? This asparagus, let's see. Sorry. Hate to do this to my camera people, but I got to switch back and forth. See how it's getting? See? Just a little bit flexible. See? Let me pull one out of there. Let's see. See? So this slightly limp, but it still has some crispness to it. This asparagus is finished. It's ready. It is, as they say, done. Turn the stove off. I have actually too much here for this dish, just for demonstration purposes. I'll put this here, spread a little bit of it around my pasta, make a little border. Okay. Anyway, all right. Now, that's fine. Don't overcook your asparagus. It turns gray and the flavor, forget it. It's flat, it's no good. Okay? So, anyway, here's my butter, chives. I mean, this is at this point, right now, just a matter of mixing it up, okay? One thing about chives, if you ever have the opportunity, plant some chives in your garden, and in the early spring, in March, most years, some years in February, your chives will be about 8 inches tall. That's the time to go out and pick them. You can pick them, chop them up and dry them, and they'll be good. Chives very quickly get woody. The stems get woody, too tough to chew, no good. But there's a bonus later on in the summer, early summer. Okay, this is about ready. Now all I do is I take this, and I take a little bit of this butter, put it onto the asparagus, let it melt on there. Okay? All right. And that's it. You could serve your asparagus in a separate plate. I just wanted to have the green contrasts so well with the pasta. The pasta has just a pale pink shade to it. Then you can arrange this maybe more artfully than I have. Anyway, here's your dish. Back to the chives. I was talking about chives. Don't let me forget. Don't sidetrack me. Okay. In the early summer, chives will get a nice round blossom, maybe the size around of a quarter, okay? What you can do is you can snip that off, leave an inch or so of stem, all right? And then you can dip those chives into a batter. Similar to the batter, have you seen the Southern Cooking Show when we made the Hush Puppy batter? Dip those chives into that, and you can hold them in a little bit of hot oil and deep fry those chives. Make like a chive flour fritter, if I can say that, okay? And those are delicious. Very light with just a little slight oniony flavor. They're excellent, excellent. Try it sometime. Edible flowers are really nice. Maybe I'll do a show of edible flowers. Dandelions, nasturtiums, chives, if I can find them at that time of year. Anyhow, what we have here, now you have your salad with your crostini, goat cheese crostini, have your mastachol with fresh asparagus, the fresh spring vegetables mixed in with the mastachol, okay? Next thing I'm going to do, to put more or less an exclamation point on this meal, is a strawberry rhubarb cobbler, okay? So stay tuned. I'll be back in a minute and we'll get that rolling, okay?